Israelis vote in their fourth election in just 2 years, seen as a referendum on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. You're watching Al Jazeera live from Doha with me, Foli Batibo. Also ahead, Russia lends its support to China in condemning Western sanctions on Beijing over human rights abuses of Uyghur Muslims. At least 7 people are killed in a massive fire that's devastated a Rohingya refugee camp in Bangladesh. Plus,
I'm Nicola Gage in Eastern Australia, which is being hit by some of the worst floods in decades.
Latest headlines for you from BBC News. Police in Colorado have now confirmed 10 people have been killed in a shooting at a supermarket in Boulder. Among the victims is a local police officer, Eric Talley, who was the first responder on the scene. One man is in custody. Police describe him as a person of interest, and they say there is no continuing threat to the public. Several Western countries have announced sanctions against officials in China over the human rights abuses against the Uyghur population in Xinjiang. The sanctions are part of a coordinated effort by the European Union, the UK, Canada and the United States. Germany is extending its current lockdown for another 3 weeks and asking people to stay at home for 5 days over Easter. Shops will remain closed and many religious events will be cancelled. Chancellor Merkel made the announcement after negotiations with 16 regional authorities that went into the early hours.
China and Russia strengthen ties, vowing to build a more just and fair multipolar world. Baidu debuts in Hong Kong, becoming the latest Chinese tech giant to offer a secondary listing in the city. And politics aside, the world cannot escape the reality that the economies of China and the United States are deeply intertwined. We'll speak to top economists on both sides. All right, let's get.
Another mass shooting in the United States. A gunman kills 10 people at a Colorado grocery store. Hello and welcome to TRT World. Live from Istanbul, I'm Yashni Padiachi. Also ahead on this program, a coordination not seen in more than 30 years. The US, Canada, EU and the UK all issue sanctions against China for alleged human rights abuses against Uyghur Muslims. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu fights to stay in power as the country holds its fourth election in 2 years. And in full bloom, despite coronavirus restrictions, people in Japan take in the beauty of spring cherry blossoms.
India, the biggest producer and consumer of the AstraZeneca vaccine called Covishield in India, changes its dosage guidance. The second dose only after 6 to 8 weeks for enhanced protection, says the new government outlines. Telangana objects to the Prime Minister and the health official statements. They say our vaccine wastage is 1%, not 17%. No question of Anil Deshmukh's resignation, says NCP and Shiv Sena, while former Mumbai Police Commissioner Paramveer Singh knocks the doors of the Supreme Court against his transfer. Independent MP from Amravati in Maharashtra, Navneet Rana, has alleged that MP Arvind Sawant had threatened her for raising Sachin Vazee case in the lower house. The Shiv Sena MP has denied it. And another shooting in the United States in a grocery store in Boulder in Colorado. At least 10 people killed, including a cop. One person has been detained. Ahead of the one-day series, Virat Kohli trashes umpire's call and soft signal, wants grey areas to be addressed.
Oh, has he taken it on the bounce? Has he taken it clean? He thinks he has.